Okay, so listen, I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. You guys probably know that. I have like the big Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle Lego set. A viewer on stream sent me this. Shout out to Mark for sending the Gringotts Castle. We're gonna build this on stream probably in the next week or two. And I have all these collectibles and stuff because I like the franchise. It's magical, it's whimsical, it makes me feel warm and spicy inside like a vanilla latte, and I'm proud of it. And that's why I was all the more blown away when Hogwarts Legacy launched earlier this year and was actually pretty good. Not only was the game pretty fun and a very faithful recreation of the wizarding world, but it also was not filled to the brim with like heavily monetized crap, which we all were kind of braced for coming from Warner Brothers. It just seemed like a solid game with a ton of content that was respectful to the fans and the community that supported the game. And that's kind of everything anybody wanted. Like they just kind of did a solid job. And yeah, the game has its problems and its quirks, but overall it's pretty good. But you know what? Wasn't good enough. So what did I do? I modded the crap out of it. What you're seeing right now is the vanilla version of the game. This is with everything cranked on Ultra, running on PC. Nothing's been altered. In a moment though, we're gonna switch over to a modded version of the game where lots of stuff has been changed. So I'm going to land up here on this rock. We're gonna save and then load into the modded version. And I'm gonna show you some of what's been changed and altered. It's gonna be cool. Land right here, and now we're going to save and boot up the modded version. And voila, we are back here with improved textures, improved post-processing stuff. I'll be honest, I don't really understand most of it, but big graphical overhauls in addition to engine tweaks, which will improve stability and performance more generally. I also changed something else for traversal, which, let's just say if you pull up your hippogriff, it won't actually be a hippogriff. Instead, we're gonna fly on a freaking dragon. Cause why not? I mean, what else would we do? Of course we're flying on a dragon. That's what we do. And honestly, it doesn't look half bad. I mean, if you told me that this was like a leaked clip of gameplay of an upcoming expansion that adds dragons as flyable models or I guess companions or something, like I'd believe you. This looks pretty good for being a free mod. It's just, I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, one of the other things that's been changed in this mod loadout is how NPCs work. So in the base game, these different students are kind of good if you're just running through, if you just run from here to here, kind of quickly glancing at them and you don't pay much attention. But once you actually start paying attention, you notice that their behaviors don't really make sense. A little background on how the game works. Basically, once nighttime hits, all of these characters that are named or otherwise just despawn and no longer appear on the castle grounds. And they're supposed to be up in bed basically, but they don't actually go there. And that's because these characters don't actually have schedules. They aren't actually simulating anything. They're just meant to kind of be set dressing to make it look like this school is inhabited by students. However, there's a pretty impressive mod that was put together by Kion, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, who put together this mod which creates actual simulations for all of the named characters and NPCs. So as he describes it, students will attend classes, professors walk around the castle at night. This will tie into another mod that adds a curfew system, which I've also installed. So if you're a student, you can't just wander around the castle or the castle grounds at night without any sort of issue. You'll actually be sent back to your room and forced to load into the morning. They also simulate that vendors will leave at night and go to their homes in other towns or hamlets, only for Hogsmeade vendors though, such as Ollivander and all those other places. They also say NPCs will physically walk to Hogsmeade, Great Hall, their common rooms, their default sandbox location, etc. You can actually follow them even to Hogsmeade, but it is a long walk since they don't run, so it's going to take a little while if you want to test it yourself. They also have different schedules based on whether it's a weekday or the weekend, with professors and students going to Hogsmeade on the weekends, with students assigned to the Three Broomsticks and Zonkos, while professors go to various locations, including Hog's Head. At night, students actually go to their common rooms walking there, and then once they're there, they sit, read books, talk with each other, perform other typical tasks you'd expect for students to do, and once it becomes the morning, they actually physically walk to locations for their classes. They have breakfast in the Great Hall, they go to dinner in the Great Hall, and they've actually broken down a full class schedule based on the day of the week and which of the houses the student is contained within. Like, seriously, this is kind of insane. They have a weekly schedule for students in a mod that's free. How mad is this? And all of this does in fact work. If you want to follow students around, they actually do behave and do what they're supposed to be doing. And personally, it's these little touches that I think really add to an open world game. It's one of the reasons I love games like Red Dead Redemption 2, which has so many little details tied up within it that just makes the game feel much more legitimate and real. It just works way better as far as I'm concerned. Like, sure, the game is still pretty good without students that actually physically walk to classes, or on the weekends they physically walk over to Hogsmeade, or I guess walk on walls like that NPC was just doing. There he is. You see him? He's actually trying to walk up the wall with like magic shoes. That's cool. I don't remember that in the base game. I guess I just walked by him. I didn't realize they were up there. That's funny. That's a cool dynamic event. I love that. But seriously, all of these little bitty touches add up and make a world that's much more immersive. And frankly, at least personally to me, I find myself just walking around and exploring more when I know that there's little realism touches like that to be found. Like, I remember there was one encounter I had in Red Dead Redemption 2 where I was walking through Saint Denis at one point, and there was a beggar on the street. And you basically, like, he asks you for money and he says that he's blind. But if you point your gun at him, even though he claims he's blind, like you can see in this video by Romy, he can actually see. And so when you aim your gun at him, he freaks out and is like, whoa, don't do that, which he shouldn't be able to do if he's blind. And like little touches like this make the world so much more interesting and so much more immersive. It's what changes it from just like an open world video game to what feels like an actual world with characters living lives within it. And this mod in particular actually changes it so characters have homes, they go from work in here, and they walk all the way out to where they actually reside. They sleep there, and then on the weekends they go out and have fun and do stuff in Hogsmeade, hanging out at restaurants and stuff. And those little touches just make it feel all the more real. And I love it, personally. I love it. But in case you don't believe me, we're actually going to test it. So we are going to wait right here with Cressida Bloom, and we're going to see what she does once the time has actually passed and it's nighttime. So I'm going to go here. We're going to wait and go to nighttime. Let's see what happens. Okay, notice she's getting up. Where's she going? That's strange. She's walking away. Interesting. I'm going to keep following her and see where she goes. I swear this isn't creepy. Don't at me.
Harry Potter, 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 Hogwarts Castle, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
Oh my God, I got her mixed up. It was this other girl. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, we're back. Okay, I'm with her. I got a little distracted for 1 minute and then I mixed her up with another random girl walking somewhere else. I'm sorry. I mean, already I will say this is pretty cool, just seeing all of the students kind of collectively leave the public spaces at once and everybody's going together. Is this not her either? Did I just lose her? No, I think that I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I swear I'm a professional YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh my God, they really do walk very slowly. Oh, they despawned because yeah, they weren't named characters. God damn, I was right. Oh, I was right the first time. Okay, well, let's try to run and find her. I'd make a terrible stalker. Like, I just can't keep up. I can't tell what she looks like from a distance. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and here I am at Ravenclaw Tower. Now, what I want to see is I'm going to advance time, and we're going to see if, when it turns to morning, if all of the students leave to go to breakfast in the Great Hall. We're going to see if they come out of the door to go and get some breakfast. Let's see. Revelio. I see people, or I see something in there. Okay. Hello, it's breakfast time. Oh, they are. Oh, interesting though, because I'm not Ravenclaw, they can't transport through the door while I'm here because the door's loaded in, but I can't go in as a Slytherin. So they're stuck. See, interesting little detail with mods. Little bitty oversight. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just go to the Great Hall and see if they can just find their way there. I don't want to prevent them from getting breakfast by standing there. That would be rude of me. Let's just warp over, give them a chance to teleport like good magical students. And shocker, I'm the first to breakfast, as always. It looks gorgeous, though. Oh, I love it. Honestly, recently I went to Universal Studios Orlando. I mentioned it in a recent video where I went back and checked out Hogwarts Legacy again. And I was surprised that they don't have a great hall like experience with like a big restaurant themed around this, where it's like half event, half like experience that you have to wait in line for, half actual dinner. I don't know why they don't do that. It seems like such a layup. They should do that with the Blue Man Group space that they shut down. That's just free advice, Universal. Call me.
Harry Potter, 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 Hogwarts Castle, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
I miss them warping in. See what Twitter does to you kids. It makes you miss cool stuff, like all of the NPCs warping in at once. So they do have breakfast. It seems like they do warp in, and then the named characters walk in manually. But like all of this slight clunk is kind of to be expected. Oh, here's all the professors. They all arrived at once. Oh, there they are. Oh, took them a little while. But now here they are, and then the professors are coming in, I guess, to eat up at the big table up there. But like, see, little touches like this are awesome. And as far as like I'm concerned, for a one-person made mod, this is still wildly impressive that they got this running at all. So this is awesome. And just imagine what like the official team would be able to do if they were adding in actual class schedules. So she walks through the table, he walks through the table. Yeah. See, there's some clunk, some quirks, but still pretty cool. And of course, perhaps the most notable thing that this set of mods will do is it will actually give you a curfew system, so you can't be wandering the halls as a student, at least openly in the common areas anymore. Otherwise, you'll be captured by professors patrolling the halls. And to show that, let's just advance time again. Okay, we are entering nighttime. And we're going to see in a moment, the curfew has begun, little notifier, and then we will officially need to head back to our room, or let's be honest, run outside of the castle grounds and go explore somewhere else without professors knowing. And actually, the reason why curfew hasn't begun just yet is because the astronomy class takes place, shocker, at night. So if you want to go see that class in action, you actually physically have to wait till nighttime. And then after the astronomy class has taken place, that's when the full curfew kicks in. But okay, to test this, let's go to a different save, which I've just done. We're gonna go over here, pop into the Great Hall now that it's nighttime, and hopefully, if all worked properly, we will be greeted with a curfew in effect sign, just like that. And as you can see, it's also Christmas time. Don't you love it? Now the map is flashing red, and depending on where we are in the castle, professors will be patrolling, looking for students, and if they find you, big oopsie, which is just kind of a cool little touch. I mean, yeah, you're probably not running around the castle too much at night, especially later in the game. But again, if you're just looking for something to boost your immersion a little bit, this is a great way to do it. I mean, it's just little touches like this that make it feel that much more crazy and real in a lot of good ways. I mean, I love it. And listen, these are all just like little mods put together by one or two people, put out for free. If you want to download them through Nexus Mod Manager and install them yourself, you totally can. And so like there's some quirks, there's some things that like don't work exactly as they probably should, but all told, it's still wildly impressive to me that people can get this stuff running at all. and I'm here for it. I mean, mods can be a great way to breathe fresh life into a game that you love dearly, but that you just know like the back of your hand, and you need a little bit of a fresh spin on. And this is a great way to do it. I mean, little touches like this that make the life inside Hogwarts a little more immersive, make the NPCs more realistic. And so, you know, you can start to recognize their routines. Oh yeah, after school hours, this professor tends to go here, and these students tend to hang out at this restaurant in Hogsmeade. You know, you start to notice all those little patterns, and it just makes it feel a little bit more real, a little bit more lively. And personally, I think it amplifies the experience. And hopefully, whenever we get the sequel to Hogwarts Legacy, we see them lean into some of those simulated effects a little bit more, hopefully improve some of the school aspects of it, so it doesn't feel like you're a student for the first 5 hours of the game and then not at all for the rest of the game. So we'll see. But I thought this was interesting. I thought it was quirky and cool. And at the very least, you know, maybe you got something out of it, or perhaps the ideal takeaway would be if you have a copy of the game on PC and you want to try these mods yourself, this could be the impetus for you to go and try that. And I'd recommend for you to try them out. You got nothing to lose. I mean, it's not like it's a multiplayer game where you're not allowed to mod stuff. I mean, you can mod it to your heart's content, and it can amplify the experience in a lot of really, really cool ways. So I encourage you to try it, and let me know how it goes in the comment section down below. Look how gorgeous this is. Man, I want to live here. Seriously, though, the biggest crime of Hogwarts Legacy is that they don't let you just change the weather however you want it at any time. Like, especially after you finish the campaign, it seems like such a no-brainer. Let me make it Christmas, because I love exploring this at Christmas time. But it just doesn't. It just doesn't, and it drives me crazy. But mods can do it. You can do it with mods. I'm sorry if you're a PlayStation or Xbox player, you're kind of out of luck. But if you're a PC player, you can tweak it and have a great time. Also, of course, the game is about to come to Switch in like 4 days or something from when you're probably seeing this. So if you want to see me tackle this game on the Switch and just see how it runs, let me know in the comment section below. I'm happy to throw together a video on that if you're interested. And of course, come over and hang out with me live whenever I stream. We're co-streaming now on YouTube, Twitch, pretty much wherever you want to watch, we are at. So come by, say hi. We're going to be building some Lego sets, reacting to stuff, watching stuff, just chatting, having a great time. So come over, say hi. I would love to see you. But with all that, thank you for watching. I love you all dearly. Stay safe out there. And I was trying to think of a witty way to end this. I wanted to say like something that sounded like a magical spell, and all I could think of was like whippity-doo or zibbity-zaw, and that wouldn't have made any sense. But I'm realizing now maybe that would have been better, because the intro or the outro, see, I don't even know what it is. I'm just going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Avada Kedavra.